Hi, I'm Bobby Hawthorne. I'm Director of Academics for the University Interscholastic League's Current Issues and Events Contest. Since 1991, it's been one of the most popular contests the League offers. In this contest, students are asked to answer 40 multiple choice questions and then write an essay, and they have an hour to do this. Every now and then I'll ask questions like, which statement is true? For example, which statement about President Bush's 2007 budget is true? Or I might ask a question like, which statement is not true? I love those kind of questions because it allows me a chance to crunch 4 topics into one question. The essays are probably the most important part of the contest. It's one of those things where I want students to be able to assimilate information from a number of sources so that you're explaining not what happened or where something happened, but why it happened. So what that it happened, and what if something else happened? So it's a true interpretive, analytical essay, and it's the most fun part of the contest. I know every year I have a lot of fun coming up with the topics, and I know the students kind of have a game to see if they can guess what the topic's going to be. How do you get ready for a contest like this? Well, first off, you have to keep up with what's going on in the news from about September 1st, which is when I start writing questions, till around the middle of March. It really is something you have to prepare for, and then you have to refresh yourself as the year continues. So of course the question is, what constitutes major news? Well, what's on the front page of the newspaper every day? You know, war, whether it's in Iraq or Afghanistan or Israel and its neighbors, situations going on in Africa, Russia, China, you know, where are the wars taking place? North Korea is always sort of going to be in the news. So number one, that kind of thing, conflict. Another thing, of course, is the president. The presidency is always a source of major news. U.S. politics in general, federal legislation coming out of Congress, important elections, presidential elections, senatorial elections, state elections for the top office spots. The deaths of prominent people. When you have someone who's been a major historical figure die, I'm going to probably ask a question about that. And it can also be an artistic person, a famous director, a famous actor. I don't get into trivia very much, but if it's a person of substance, someone who's been around a long time and has, contributed to the arts in a significant way, there's a good chance I'm going to ask a question about that. Science breakthroughs, health breakthroughs, especially stories about some breakthrough in cancer research, heart research, diabetes, Alzheimer's, genetic cloning, that kind of stuff. And there's breaking news you can't predict. Again, it's just one of those things that when you're preparing for the contest, you have to look at it and bring some news judgment. How significant is this? And that's part of the fun of trying to guess what it is I'm going to ask. So, where do I get the information for my questions? I read newspapers every day, and what I recommend you do is the same thing. I recommend that you get access to a good national newspaper, and there's a lot of them out there. There's USA Today, the Christian Science Monitor, the New York Times, Washington Post. Most of these are available online for free. Second thing is you have to have access to the weekly magazines, either Time or Newsweek, or U.S. News and World Report. They all cover basically the same thing. All right, so what's in it for you? First off, it's fun. I mean, the kids who make it to state have a great time. It's an opportunity to get together with other students and teachers who have similar interests to achieve goals that will bring you a lot of personal satisfaction and, who knows, maybe even some public recognition. The purpose of this contest is to help you gain the knowledge necessary to make sense of the world. The situation in the Middle East is so complicated if you don't understand the context. If you don't really understand the debate in Congress and how politics works, if you don't understand global economy, if you don't understand global warming and the impact that man has on the environment, these are things that require a lot of information. And if you spend September through March reading newspapers, reading magazines, collecting this information, you will know what all this means. You will be able to actually discuss something at a party intelligently. A long time ago, one of my favorite college professors told me, your opinions are only as good as your facts. And he was right. Too many people out there hold strong and unshakable opinions about topics of which they know little or nothing. This contest, if you participate in it, if you fully participate, from September through March, it will help you develop and gather enough facts so that your opinion is worth something. I think more than anything else, that's the value of this contest. It has an impact that's going to last well into your adulthood. So, I hope you'll participate. I hope you'll, sign up, get some other kids, start collecting information. You will have a great time, and hopefully I'll see you at state meet next year. Good luck.